Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, CCX here. Welcome back to Bayonetta 2. In the last episode, we not only entered Filmobenter, but we also gotten deeper into Filmobenter and found this wonderful, mysterious boy who happens to be the name as Loki. And now in this episode, we're finally going to finish off Chapter 1, because to be perfectly honest, the way how I actually record these things, I record all the chapters not in one sitting. Well, actually, yeah, I kind of do record them in one sitting, but not all at once. Record them in segments, and then splice them together, creating parts and segments, and basically, I try to finish off these chapters as quickly as possible. A little bit less than 3 parts, max. Or try to. I mean, hell, the last time I did this LP, the freaking chapters kind of went on for quite a long time. And we can see here we have the creation system, which is the same way how it is in Bayonetta 1, except it's actually the same exact way. There's nothing different about it. It's literally the same way. Loki here will always keep constantly telling you to hurry up, but in all honesty, it will take time and it doesn't really matter. Now, the things that is different from Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1, and you kind of saw this when John was helping us in the prologue, Loki can actually help you in these fights. Massive quotations in help, because in all honesty, John was a lot better as an actual combatant than Loki ever is. Because, I mean, it's Loki. What is he going to do? He throw cards and whatnot. I thought when I first played this game for the first time, I thought you get to play as Loki because it probably would have been cool to be able to throw cards and whatnot. And there is something that Bayonetta 2 has and introduced that Bayonetta 1 does not have, and it's a tag climax. It's basically a co-op slash competitive online multiplayer. Well, actually, no, it's just 2 people. It's not really much of a multiplayer thing. But you pick one character, and the other person picks another character, and you just fight enemies, or sometimes you can fight occasional bosses. I would say this: putting the difficulty up to max kind of causes enemies to kill you in one hit. Urbane here, he's all fire. So much fire! But in all honesty, he's not really that hard. He's very slow, and his attacks are very telegraphed. If you were playing non-stop climax, you get other enemy types that will show up around in this area when you're fighting Urbane. I think you get 2 Urbanes. You get this one, and you get another one, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know the enemy layout for non-stop climax, to be honest. It's kind of a very misleading title, because if non-stop climax means that it's supposed to be non-stop, it's supposed to keep going. It never should end. No, honestly though, I kind of wish that Bayonetta actually had it does, but it's at the end of the game. It had the ability of playing a massive gauntlet, where you're just going through verse and verse and verse. Alright, now you guys might be thinking, oh, we can go ahead and continue. No! Just like in Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2 also sports hidden verses. The only way you'll know where they are is if you go out of your way to backtrack. And that's kind of something that I'm going to try to showcase throughout this part. It's the only way to really 100% this game is by showing every single verse and also every single method. So, what you want to do is you want to go back to where you fought those angel winged enemies. And when you do come back, you'll fight these 2 enemies again. And yeah, I don't understand that. Devil May Cry, the first game, does that too, where it goes from the secret missions to get blue fragments, and that makes sense. I mean, but to be honest, in realistic terms, would a player really think to go back to see something like that? I don't know. It really all depends on what you want to do. But, what are you gonna do? But anyways, let's actually continue on forward and go ahead and meet Loki. It actually sucks though, because this chapter is nearing its end, and I'm like, I almost had like the video end like freaking 9 minutes and be like a very short part. I mean, I'm glad it's short because it ends up making me render the video a hell of a lot faster. I don't need to. Well, actually, yes, I do go inside the gates of hell so I can get my wonderful feet katanas. Also, there's like, there are costumes that you can get that, depending on what Bayonetta is wearing, she'll wear like a mask.
Seriously, at this point, do I really need to explain how the damn shop works?
I love that. Because he knows. We know how the shop works. We buy stuff and we just leave. There's nothing else to it. You just buy stuff, you get the stuff, you leave, and then you just go ahead and question life. It's like, what the hell? Like, I don't understand. So what the hell is the point of explaining this kind of crap? We know what the deal is. There's nothing to explain. It's seriously. It's ridiculous. I'll never understand it. I cannot stand it no most. I only leave out these load times because they're not really. I mean, at least you're seeing something and not nothing. I mean, if you weren't seeing anything, then it would kind of be a problem. I do admit they sometimes do go on for very long, though. So let's go ahead and equip the knives, the katanas, on our feet. Because it's very weird. Shows Bayonetta's acrobatic skills. Anyways, go in this water. You can actually avoid this verse if you don't go in this water at all, so yeah. But look, this guy got knives too. Hey buddy, we're knife buddies. We should be friends. Yeah, we're totally friends, aren't we? Aw, you're not dead. Allow me to go. Well, looks like I gotta kill my friend. Aw, he died, guys. Every time Bayonetta gets a friend, they always die. Oh, that's sort of true, to be honest, but alright. Sadly, we failed because of the time. Anyways, got ourselves another heart. And extension to our heart. There's only 2 bars. The max that your heart can go is 2. It cannot go 3, even though if it was 3, it'd be kind of weird. You can go ahead and buy completed hearts in Rodon's shop, as always. But in this game, it's easier to get... Well, to be honest, Rodon's hearts and the game, the collectible hearts in this game are 2 different collectibles. Like, there's a certain amount that you can get from Rodon, and there's a certain amount that you can collect in-game. So anyways, I'm just looking around, make sure I didn't miss anything. But let's continue on forward, shall we?
Sure, just because you asked, tall, dark, and ugly. That makes total sense.
Huh. That's kind of weird. It's like a combination of Fortuna from Bayonetta 1 and a different speech, because it's actually a female and a male voice speaking at the same time. And we don't know what this monster is called as of yet, but we will know what it is. But I will say this is kind of like a rematch fight of Fortuna, except the difference is you get ice instead of fire. So that's cool. Even though we had, well, no, actually, no, we didn't. We had a water boss. We didn't really have a fire boss. Now, this boss is very one-noted. It does slashes. It slashes down. It slashes forward. And it tries to bite you and shoot icicle attacks at you. That's really about it. it has no real interesting attacks. Other than that, what can you do? Most of these enemies usually have that type of style of fighting. It's actually pretty funny. Alright, so this is like very exciting. Now, there is one thing that I can say about Bayonetta 2, and I'll actually go into the next part because we're actually about to finish this right now. And also because I suck at actually speaking very quickly. Alright, Bayonetta, finish it off, shall we?
What the hell are you doing? Let go of me!
So, little one, what's all this sovereign business about?
Not a clue, love. Oi!
Well, whatever. If your sovereignness is going to get in my way, our deal is over. And if we're going to have to meet any more of your friends, you'd better learn to take care of yourself.
I'm quite alright on my own. Got it?
Your tricks aren't going to work forever, little one. More tricks, little magician. Maybe you've got more to offer than I expected. For the time being, though, stay here and don't get frisky.
There. That is the one, is it not?
Yes. I will never forget that face.
Would say this is the voice acting gotten a bit better. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, platinum. Woo, yay. Whatever. All right, and with that, we get the leaders of the Umbra. Which I think you get that naturally anyway, so what does it really matter? Anyways, guys, this just tells you that you can go ahead and find Rodon's shop, but then again, it's just like the first game. I kind of missed the map segment, but this card thing is alright. In the next episode, we'll be taking on Chapter 2, A Remembrance of Time. I've been CCX, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Laters!